Hello students. Now today we will be looking at how to factorize an algebraic expression. Okay. So before proceeding to what are the different types of factorization, let us try to first understand what is meant by factorization. Okay. Factorization is actually a process of finding the factors of the given term or given expression or given number. Now let me take one example. Suppose I write the number 24. If 24 has to be written in terms of prime numbers, what could be? It will be 2 into 12, further 2 into 2 into 6, again 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, so what are the factors of 24? They are 2 and 3. And what are these numbers? 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, which tells me that if I have to get the answer as 24, I have to multiply 2 3 times and 1 time 3. Okay, so when I say 2 and 3 are factors of 24, what does that mean? It means 24 is completely divisible by 2 as well as by 3. Yes, completely divisible means the remainder is 0. Okay, so this is the first thing. So whenever we call it as a factor, it means the remainder is 0. Okay, and the next concept is whenever you are finding the prime factors, then its product will give me the number. So product of prime factors will give me the number itself. Okay, now applying the same concept of factor, now instead of taking the number, let us take one term. Suppose I take 3abc. Okay, so what are the factors of 3abc? So 3a, b and c. See, all has to be separate. See, in this case when I have written 2 3 times, so whenever I said what are the factors of 24, I have just said 2 and 3. Okay, also 2 4 and then 8 and 3. These are the 4 factors. How did I find? First factor was 2, second one 2 into 2, third one 2 into 2 into 2, and fourth one 8. So these are the 4 factors of 24 which divides 24 completely, right? Similarly here, since here it was repetition, so I had to multiply 2 into 2 and check. Again there was 1 time more, so again I had multiplied. But here 3a, b and c, all 3 are different entities at all. Hence the factors of 3abc are 3a, b and c. And the next thing which says, how can I obtain 3abc from the given factors? If I take a product of the factors itself. Okay, so that is the definition of factorization, which says that factorization is actually a process of finding the factors. Factorization, it is a process of finding what you are finding. You are finding the factors. And how are these factors? Whenever you multiply those factors, you will get the original expression. You will get the original expression. Okay, so factorization is a process of finding the factors of the given algebraic expression such that when you multiply those factors, you will get the original expression. And whenever you are finding the factors, it says that the factors should be irreducible. Now, what is meant by irreducible factors? It means it cannot be further reduced. Whatever factors you are finding, that should be the its simplest form or its lowest reducible form. Okay, so hence factorization is a process of finding the factors of the given expression such that if you multiply you will get the original expression. Okay, now this process of factorization in which we are finding the factors, there are four different methods. The first one is finding by the method of taking common factor. Now we will be looking at all the methods in detail, so just let me write down the types. First one is by taking common factor. Next one is by regrouping. Regrouping of terms. Third one says by making use of the identities which you have learned. Yes, the four identities. So by making use of those identities. And fourth one is by splitting the middle term. By splitting the middle term. Okay, so these are the four methods by which we will be finding the factors of any algebraic expression, right? So let us first see the first type in which we will be taking the common factor. Now what is meant by taking the common factor? Let me write down one example so that it would be easier for you to understand. Suppose I have to factorize the terms before explaining how to factorize, let us take one example. Suppose I write 9a square bc and 12abc. Now if I have write it in the expanded form, how it could be written? 9 into a into b into c. And how this could be written? It could be written as 3 4 a b b and c. Even this 4 could be written as 2 into 2, and this 9 could be written as 3 into 3. Okay, now these are the expanded form, or these are the expanded form of the given terms 9a square bc whereas 12ab square c. Now when you compare these two terms, what are the common factors into it? 3. Common means it the number of times the entity is present, that should also be same. Meaning here 3 is present 2 times, but is 3 present here 2 times? No, 3 is only present 1 time. So in the common factor, I will be writing 3 only 1 time. So what are the common factors? First one is 3. Further, a, here it is present 2 times, but here it is present only 1 time. So I will write only 1 time. Similarly, b, 1 time here, 2 time there. So 1 time, and c. So for 9a square bc and 12ab square c, what are the common factors? 3a, b, c. Okay. So if I write an expression including these two terms, suppose the question is factorize 9a square bc minus 12ab square c. The first method says you have to factorize by making use of the common factor. It means from both the terms you have to take the common factor or consider the common factor and then write the remaining factors or the remaining terms in the bracket itself. See, when we used to write down like this, for example, say 40 and 45. Okay, so 40 and 45, even though I could add them, but separately I have written. So this 40 could be written as 8 5s are 40, and this 45 could be written as 9 5s are 45. So from these two, what is common? 5. So what can I write in bracket? 8 plus 9. Okay, for the numbers we can directly add or subtract them. So usually we don't take a common number out here, but here we cannot add them directly because both are unlike terms, isn't it? So by applying the same logic, from these two terms you have to find out the common factors. I have already find out the common factors. Yes, what are the common factors? 3ABC. So let us write 3ABC. Okay, so from these two terms I have taken 3ABC as common. Now whatever is remaining, that you have to write inside the bracket. From 9A square BC I have taken 3ABC common. So what is remaining? See here, in this case what you have done, why did you write 8 inside the bracket? Yes, when I had taken 5 as common, why I had written 8 inside the bracket? Because 5 into 8 is 40. So 5 into 8 is 40. It means the multiplication of this has to be the term itself. But what if I have to find what number I have to write inside? How will I do? Considering these two numbers, if I divide 40 by 5, whatever is the quotient, that comes inside the bracket. Okay, instead of writing it like this, suppose I had written only 40 plus 45 and I have taken 5 common. Now what will come here? The first number. How will I find? Divide 40 by 5. Whatever is your answer, write it inside the bracket. Apply the same logic. From 9A square BC, I have taken 3ABC common. So what is remaining, that should be written in the bracket. Divide. 9A square BC has to be divided by 3ABC. What remains? CC will get cancelled, BB will get cancelled. 3 1s are 3 3s are, and A square, from A square and A, 1A will get cancelled. So as you can see, 3A is remaining. You can multiply and check. 3 into 3, 9, A into A square BC. Okay, similarly for the next term, 12 b square c, dividing it by 3abc. Why? Because we have taken 3abc as common. So 3 1s are 3 4s are, a cancel, cc cancel, and out of 2b 1b is remaining. So what is remaining? 4b. Again you can multiply and check. 3 4s are 12, a, b into b square, and c. So now this is your factorized expression for 9a square bc minus 12a b square c. Okay, as you can see, the terms you are getting, they are having what sign into it? Nothing is there, means there is a multiplication sign, and that was what our definition of factorization was. Finding the factors such that their multiplication will give you the original expression. And also if you divide this expression with either 3abc or 3a minus 4b, the remainder will be 0. So these are the two factors for the given expression. Okay, so that explains our first method, by taking the common factor. So whatever are the given expression, from that you have to first of all find which are the common factors, take them outside the bracket, and then divide the expression individually and find out the remaining terms. Let us take one more example for the common factors. 16pq plus 12pq square minus 20p square q square. So this is an algebraic expression. I have to factorize it by making use of the common factor method. So again, 16pq, how it could be written? 16pq could be written as 4 into, or instead of 4, let me write down 2. So 4 times 2, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into p into q. Next one, 12pq could be written as 2 into 2 into 3 pq. And the third term, 20 p square q square, 2 2 5. You have to write it in terms of product of prime factors. P square means 2 times p, whereas q square means 2 times q. Now from these three terms, what is common? Here 2 is present 4 times, 2 times, 2 times. So which is the lowest number? 2 times. So definitely the common factor will be 2 into 2. Next one, p 1 time, 2 times. So 1 time we will consider. Similarly, q 1 time, 2 times. So again 1 time I will consider. So which gives me 4pq. So what is the common factor for all the three terms? It is 4pq. So let us write down it outside the bracket and the terms inside the bracket. Divide 16pq by 4pq. 16pq by 4pq. What you are getting? QQ cancel, PP cancel, 4 ones are 4 fours are. So what is remaining? Just 4. Next term, plus sign, 12pq square, again divided by 4pq. PP, 4 ones are 4 threes are, 1q will get cancelled. So what is remaining? 3q. Minus 20 divided by 4, which gives me 5. P square divided by P which will give me just P, whereas Q square divided by Q will also give me just Q. So this is the factorized form of the given expression 16pq plus 12pq square minus 20p square q square. Okay, so the method says you have to first of all find the common factors, take that factor outside the bracket, and whatever is remaining, how do you find it? By dividing each term with the common factor, and the quotient you are getting, you will be writing it inside the bracket. Why? Because the multiplication will give you the original terms.